Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to World of Warships with me, Viper 101. Today we're going to be in a ranked battle, taking out the USS Cleveland, my personal go-to for ranked. Now the Cleveland is kind of a mixed bag, I guess. She's armed with 12 152mm guns in 4 turrets, so 3x4 arrangement, and they are powerful, let me tell you. Anyway, before we get into that, my captain build includes priority target at tier 1. At tier 2 I took Adrenaline Rush because I just like it. At tier 3 we have Demolition Expert, and with this captain at tier 4 I have, what's it called? IFHE. That just increases the damage output of the Cleveland tremendously. And when combined with Demolition Expert and the proper flags, Demolition Expert and IFHE will cancel out. Now I am at, he's a 13-point captain, and I'm waiting until my 14th point so that I can take Concealment Expert, because as it is right now I have I think it's a 12.9 kilometer concealment, which is, not the best, but it's not terrible. So at the moment we are pushing the B cap, I believe. Just had to make it full screen. And the enemy Cleveland has shown themselves. Very big mistake on their part. This guy just gets focused to oblivion. Unfortunately, they are capping B. Their destroyer moved into the island right there, which is where I'm going to attempt to move as well. That's the strength of the Cleveland, especially in ranked, is the gun velocity is low enough that you can just sit behind an island and lob shells over it. And your DPM is just astoundingly high. It's quite incredible, to be honest. Now we are taking advantage of a very awesome smokescreen laid by our destroyer. Japanese destroyer, oh wait, no, it's a Geta, German destroyer. So it's not going to last for the longest of times, but it's there now, and we're going to use it. So, this Leander has overextended a little bit outside of their smoke, so we're just putting some fire into them. And you can see the smoke's already dissipating, but that's okay because nobody can see us. Cleveland is still alive, unfortunately, but put some final shots into him. I think he falls off detection right about now. And the Graf Spee has unfortunately burned down ours. Now this is the important thing to know about ranked, is that destroyers will win games, and smoke wins games. If you have smoke, use it selflessly, as this Leander has done and as the Geta did in the beginning. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. So this Bairn makes a pretty big and significant mistake in pushing at the wrong time. 9 times out of 10 this will lose ranked battles, pushing at the complete wrong moment. I personally would have waited a little bit, although maybe they wanted to try to get us out of this position. Not exactly the smartest idea with a destroyer and a torpedo-armed cruiser in the area. Although I think our Leander may have taken a torpedo. I think he did, actually. Enemy Farragut is laying a smoke screen for their team, but we're in the cap zone, so unless they push again like that Baron did, they're not going to be able to get us out. We've got this position pretty much locked down. And as I'm putting fire into this New Mexico, you can see the power of the IFHE at work here, as well as Demolition Expert. Their Arizona or was that a New Mexico? The battleship looked to be trying to push behind their New Mexico, so we just send a couple of shells his way. It is in Arizona, and this clip right here is going to highlight the strength of IFHE and Demolition Expert. Well, not here, but pretty soon we're going to get a double fire on that Arizona, which is just massive, especially to a battleship, and I don't know if they repair it. Enemy Leander has shown themselves again. Not the smartest choice, but couldn't really do anything else. We get 2 fires on him, and our dots are still going up. Managed to get 2 hits before he disappears, and their Arizona is, well, not in a good position. There's that dual fire. He's got me shooting at him, as well as a couple of my teammates who are not as close as I would like them to be, but they're still doing their job. Their Graf Spee just ate a lot of damage, and this is one of the regrets I have in this match, and that is not taking the shots at the Graf Spee, because we might have been able to take him out of the match, which is helpful. But in the meantime, this Arizona needs to go. I'm slowly backing out of the B cap because with the Leander gone, our Leander sunk, I didn't feel too comfortable pushing out further. But I'm still able to take shots at this Arizona, which is important. Doing some pretty good damage on him. We got a 3,000 damage roll, and now this one looks good. Bam, another fire plus 3,000 damage. That's just how good IFHE and Demolition Expert are when they're combined. And we're really denying the enemy team access to this capture point, so they're forced to go to A, and all the while we are gathering points. Although I think they still have a slight lead in points because they've sunk more of our ships. Yeah, and again, I wish I got shots on this Graf Spee, because they're a dangerous ship. But the Arizona's still burning down, and we got the high caliber achievement a second ago. I don't know why the replay function hates me, but that was a very derpy double tap of M. And we end up sinking the Arizona. We do get a shot off at the Graf Spee, but it's not the best, and we could only do 1, and it's time to leave. 4 people are targeting me, and I need to go. The game is changing, I need to adapt. Now we do have the lead here with 411, but I need to get moving, and that's gonna unfortunately expose the cap to their destroyer, who must have been running Concealment Expert, because he just must have been running Concealment Expert. I couldn't see him when he captured, so... And this is definitely a match where I wish I ran Hydroacoustic as opposed to Defensive Fire. You'll see that I tap Defensive Fire instinctively a couple of times, thinking it would be Hydro, but I end up just wasting a consumable. And their Graf Spee and Cleveland are engaging me now. This is not good. I need to move. Now some people might stop firing and come off concealment, but this New Mexico needs to go. I know I'm leaving the cap. I know I'm exposing it to their destroyer, and he might already be in there, because I don't know if we were getting any points, but we end up getting the New Mexico, and yeah, their destroyer must have been in the cap while I was focusing their New Mexico. So that gives us a fairly comfortable lead in terms of points. So I do feel comfortable with this decision. It's not ideal, but it's what happened. And all 3 of our battleships went down to the southwestern corner of the map, or southeastern corner of the map. I don't know what they were doing. I guess they just got caught up in the game. That's something important to know, is don't get too focused on one thing. You need to be able to adapt and change to how the game is progressing. Like, it would have been really nice to have their support a little bit sooner than I got it, but hey, we ended up getting the support we needed. Their Cleveland shows himself. I don't think I can... Oh, I can't get a shot off at him because of the torpedoes. Unfortunately, I do eat one on the nose. I don't think that could have been avoided, but maybe. If I had Hydro, maybe. Enemy Farragut has smoked up, and there's his second set of torpedoes. Now that's important to note, because now I can push into his smoke unafraid of anything. Well, except his 5-inch cap guns, but I can push in and proximity detect him. That's just... I thought he was moving forward, but he was moving backwards. I do run the upgraded guns, so it's a slower turret traverse, but it doesn't matter. 2 front guns and we can take him out. Their Graf Spee makes himself visible and citadels me through the nose. That's just the strength of the Graf Spee's guns. Now that really hurt. That more hurt my confidence than anything, so thanks, Graf Spee. Hope you enjoy the new high school fleet ship. Anyway, that pretty much wraps up this match. Our battleships managed to sink the Graf Spee in the end, and I hope you cannot hear that siren that's blaring, but there's the matchmaking we had. But 118,000 damage, 4 ships sunk, and 2 awards. That, in my mind, is a very good game. Anyway, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this brief video, and I hope you enjoyed your time at my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.